Everyone, it's Ms. Spencer. Today we'll be doing measurement conversions involving fractions, focusing on smaller to larger unit conversions. The objective for today is to be able to convert units from a smaller measurement to a larger measurement. Let's start with converting 8 millimeters to centimeters. Remember, 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, so centimeters is the larger unit. Because centimeters is larger, we don't need as many centimeters to make up the same amount of millimeters. So since we're starting with 8 millimeters, we know our number answer is going to be less than 8. Let's start by drawing a tape diagram. This whole tape diagram is going to be worth 1 centimeter. Remember, there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, so we're going to break this tape diagram into 10 equal parts. Each part is going to represent 1 millimeter. So here we can see that 1 millimeter is worth 1/10 of a centimeter. But we're not trying to find 1 millimeter, we're trying to find 8 millimeters. So there's two ways we could do this. We could highlight all 8 millimeters and count that this is 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10 of a centimeter, or we can multiply 1/10 of a centimeter times 8 millimeters. Well, remember, 1/10 times 8 over 1, because 8 ones can be written as 8 over 1s. 1 times 8 is 8, and 10 times 1 is 10. So 8 millimeters is the same as 8/10 centimeters. Let's try another one. Here we have 4 centimeters, and we're going to rewrite this as meters. Remember, 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. So we're going to start with our tape diagram. This whole tape diagram is going to be worth 1 meter. Remember, there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, so we're going to break this into 100 equal parts. But we don't actually want to draw out 100 parts. We'd be here forever. So what we can do is draw out a few parts, do dot, 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 so it's continuous, and then end our tape diagram with a few more parts. Each part is going to be worth 1 centimeter. So we're going to label the centimeters that are shown. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters, then our dot, dot, dot showing it's continuous, then 98, 99, and 100 centimeters. Here, 1 centimeter is worth 1/100th of a meter. But we don't want to know 1 centimeter, we're trying to find 4 centimeters. So two ways we can do this. We can either count 1/100th, 2/100th, 3/100th, 4/100th of a meter, or we can multiply 1/100th meters times 4 centimeters. We can rewrite this as 1/100th times 4 over 1. Remember, when multiplying fractions, we multiply across. 1 times 4 is 4, and 100 times 1 is 100. So 4 centimeters is the same as 400th meters. Let's try another one. Here we have 5 minutes, and we want to rewrite this as hours. Remember that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So our whole tape diagram is going to be worth 1 hour. There's 60 minutes in an hour, so we're going to break this tape diagram into 60 parts. But remember, 60 is a large number, so we're going to do the same thing we did in the last problem, where we do a few parts, do a dot, dot, dot in the middle, and then end on a few parts. Each part is going to be worth 1 minute. So you can see at the start, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and we're going to skip all the way to the end to 58, 59, 60 minutes. That means each minute is worth 1/60th of an hour. So if we want to find the fraction of an hour for 5 minutes, we can add 1/60th, 2/60th, 3/60th, 4/60th, 5/60th of an hour, or we can multiply 1/60th of an hour times 5 minutes. Here, we can do 1/60th times 5 over 1. Because 5 is the same as 5 over 1, we can multiply across. 1 times 5 is 5, and 60 times 1 is 60. So 5 minutes is worth 5/60th of an hour. Now we have 3 ounces, and we're going to rewrite this as pounds. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So here's our tape diagram. Our total tape diagram is worth 1 pound. There's 16 ounces in a pound, so we're going to break this up into 16 parts. Here we see that at the start, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ounces, dot, 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 and we're ending our tape diagram with 14, 15, 16 ounces. Here, each part is worth 1/16 of a pound. But we don't want to know the portion of 1 ounce, we want 3 ounces. So we're going to highlight 3 parts. Here we can see that this is 1 ounce, 2 ounce, or sorry, 1/16, 2/16, 3/16 of a pound, or we can multiply 1/16 of a pound times 3 ounces. 1/16 times 3 over 1, we can multiply across. 1 times 3 is 3, and 16 times 1 is 16. So 3 ounces of a pound, 3 ounces is equal to 3/16 of a pound. Here we have 2 liters. I'm going to rewrite this as kilometers. Remember, 1 kiloliter is equal to 1,000 liters. So our total tape diagram is going to be worth 1 kiloliter. There's 1,000 liters in a kiloliter, so we're going to break our tape diagram into 1,000 parts. 1,000 is a big number, so we're going to just do the dot, dot, dot in the middle. Each part is worth 1 liter. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liters at the start. Then we're going to do dot, 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 998, 999, 1,000 liters at the end of our tape diagram. Here, we're going to highlight 1 liter. This 1 liter is worth 1/1000th of a kiloliter. But we don't want to know for 1 liter, we want to know for 2 liters. So here we have 1/1000th, 2/1000th kiloliters, or we can multiply 1/1000th kiloliters times 2 liters. That is 1/1000th times 2 over 1. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1,000 times 1 is 1,000. So 2 liters is equal to 2/1000th kiloliters. Here we have 2 quarts. We want to rewrite this as gallons. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. So here's our tape diagram. The whole tape diagram is worth 1 gallon. We're going to break this into 4 parts because there's 4 quarts in a gallon. That means each part is worth 1 quart. 1 quart is worth 1/4 of a gallon. But we don't want to know for 1 quart, we want to know for 2 quarts. So here, this is 1/4 of a gallon, and 1/4 of a gallon and 2/4 of a gallon. Or we can multiply 1/4 times 2 quarts. 1/4 times 2 over 1 is the same as 2/4 gallons. So 2 quarts is equal to 2/4 gallons. And look, this makes sense because 2/4 is equal to 1/2, and half of our tape diagram is shaded in.